Hey everyone, it's Kylie, your friendly neighborhood community and outreach coordinator for Tracy Aviary, and I would like to welcome you to my home. I'd also like to wish you a happy Urban Bird Fest from Tracy Aviary. Every year we celebrate Urban Bird Fest as a way to honor World Migratory Bird Day. And we live in such a special place because the Salt Lake has literally hundreds of thousands of migratory birds that visit every year. So today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about some things that we do in our homes that might affect migratory birds in ways that we don't even realize. I'd like to talk to you today about microplastics. So when I think about my morning routine, whether I'm working at the aviary or working at home, I think about brushing my teeth, washing my face, and maybe taking a shower, washing my hair. The things that I use as hygiene products might be affecting migratory birds at the Great Salt Lake, even though I don't even live near the Great Salt Lake. So the things that I'm using might have microplastics in them. Microplastics are teeny tiny little pieces of plastic that can't get caught by filtration systems. And so they go from me washing my face down my drain and into our waterways that ultimately collect into the Great Salt Lake. And those teeny tiny pieces of plastic look like food to a lot of the things that live at the lake. They might be eaten by brine shrimp, and those brine shrimp get eaten by birds. And so birds ultimately have plastic in their bodies. I don't want that. I love birds. I don't want plastic in my body. I don't want plastic in their bodies. So I'm going to give you a quick quiz to see if you can tell which products have microplastics or not in them, and then I'm going to tell you an easy way to find out. Okay, folks, it's time for your quiz. So I will bring out product A. Here it is in some water, and here it is as a wonderful scrub. And product B, here it is in water, and here it is as a beautiful, lovely scrub. Now take a look at these products before you. These are mysterious products made for exfoliating your face. I want you to take 5 seconds to say, do these both have microplastics in them? Does only one of them have microplastics in them? Or are both of them completely safe with no microplastics? And I hope you have your final answers locked in. I will reveal the products and tell you which ones have microplastics in them. Product A is from Neutrogena. It is their Deep Clean Invigorating Foaming Scrub. And product B is from St. Ives. It is their Acne Control Apricot Scrub. So, if you answered that A has microplastics and B does not, you would be correct. Let me give you a close-up view of both of these so you can see the microplastics in action. Let's start with product B. It has no microplastics in it. And if I show it to you up close, all of those little brown dots in it are actually little pieces of walnut shells that have been crushed up. So if this got through filtration systems and into waterways, those little pieces of walnut scrub would just decompose like any other natural product would. But in product A, look at all of these little pieces to contend with. Now, the blue isn't that bad. It's actually little pieces of wax. But if you can see those teeny tiny pieces of white in this scrub, those are the microplastics. Those are what would go through our filtration systems into our water and perhaps get ingested by migratory birds. Now, you might be saying, wow, Kylie, thanks a lot. I've learned that tiny white pieces in exfoliating scrubs are plastics, and sometimes things don't have plastic in them. But how am I supposed to know for sure that there's plastic in a product that I'm using? Well, you can look for some special words on ingredient labels to see if something that you're using has microplastic in it or not. You're going to be looking for the words acrylate or copolymer or cross-polymer. And I will show you on this Neutrogena bottle where that is and what it looks like. So here in the ingredient lists, you can see very clearly that it says acrylates, and then it also says acrylate cross-polymers. So those are the fancy science words for microplastics. If you look for those words on labels, then you can be assured that something that you're holding in your hand has microplastics or doesn't have microplastics. But sometimes it can get really, really tedious reading all of those labels and figuring it all out. So I'm happy to say there's an app for that. If you go to Beat the Microbead in your app store of choice and download that app, you can scan the barcode and it will look through its library of resources and tell you if something has microplastics in it or not. It's a really easy way to do something to give back to hundreds of thousands of migratory birds. So I hope you learned a little bit today. I hope you take a look at the products in your home and see which ones have microplastics or not. Don't beat yourself up about it. I went through my home and lots of things that I didn't expect to have microplastics in them actually did. So I'm going to be switching as soon as I finish the bottles that I have so I don't have any waste in my home. I'm going to be thinking about things that don't have microplastics in them, and that's a way that I can give back to the birds that I love all around me. Thanks for listening. I hope it made you think a little bit. Have a great day and happy Migratory Bird Day.